Let's get it. Truth seekers all over country, wherever you at. Let's stand for the truth. Let's get it, man. You know, this lesson is called Sisters, Don't Let Satan Use You. From the beginning of time, since the beginning of man and woman, Satan's biggest thing to use against our brothers is money and women. And he's been using this plot from the get-go. And a lot of our so-called leaders, teachers, pastors, all this, prophets, or whoever you want to call them, they fall victim to women. And it's been happening all through since the beginning, like I said. So sisters, don't be the pawn in Satan's game and let him use you to cause a man of the Most High to stumble. Ultimately, it falls on him. But you play a part in this. So when you saying you need help with these scriptures and you having a brother come over to your house at at like 1, 2 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying? Brother, I'm just so happy for you to, show me these scriptures, and you know what your intentions are. Not all women, but a lot of them. And you causing that brother to stumble. So it's ultimately on him to be strong enough to overcome this, but you play a definite part in this, and he uses the sisters to bring down the men of the Most High. So let's go into this. Let's go with Sirach 2:1. And Satan knows this. So from the beginning, he knows to use women, not even just sisters, women period, to cause dudes to stumble. And our leaders is falling for it over and over and over again. Sirach 2:1.
Sirach 2:1, Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
If you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. Read it from the top again.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare thy soul for temptation. It means you're going to get tried. The minute that you sit in this seat, in the big seat, and you say you got people under you following you, you're going to be tried. That means Satan about to send people out the woodwork for you to cause you to sin. That's what the Bible says. That's what the scriptures say. Go ahead, read.
Set thy heart aright.
Set your heart aright.
And constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble.
So set your heart aright. Since you coming to serve the Most High now, Satan about to send out the big guns at you. It's what he do. He been doing it from the beginning. Let's go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 3:11. So we know the root of all evil is money, but a close second to it is evil women. Not good women, but evil women.
2 Timothy 2:11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him.
No, that's it. 1 second. That's 2 Timothy?
2 Timothy.
2 Timothy 3:11.
Oh, sorry, 3:11. Okay. 2 Timothy 3:11. Persecution, affliction, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra, what persecution I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yea, And all that will live godly in Christ Yeshua shall suffer persecution.
So if you start to living godly for the Messiah, for the Most High, you're going to suffer persecution. People going to slander you. They're going to say all types of evil things against your name. They're going to spit in your face. Everything is going to come to you once you decide that you're going to serve the Most High. It's not going to be a pretty picture no more. Because Satan about to send the big guns out at you. That's what he's going to do. He's going to send out everything he can to get you. And money and women is his greatest weapons. The reason why dudes even want money in the first place is because they can get more women with the money. It's the whole reason behind it. So we're finna go into the testament of the 12, and read something from this. This is our forefather giving us warning of what not to do. And he warned us of money and beautiful women. Go ahead.
And now I command you, my children, not to love money, nor to gaze upon the beauty of women.
Not to do what?
Gaze upon the beauty of women.
Not to love money and not to gaze upon women.
Because for the sake of money and beauty, I was led astray to Bathsheba, the Canaanite.
So for these two reasons, our forefather Judah was led astray and went and messed with a Canaanite.
For I know that because of these two things shall my race fall into wickedness.
So because of these two things, our people is going to fall into wickedness, as we can attest to right now. And we see our brothers that fell into complete wickedness.
For even wise men among my sons shall they mar, and shall cause the kingdom of Judah to be diminished.
To be what?
To be diminished.
The kingdom of Judah, that's us, so-called Negroes, black men in America. Go ahead.
Which the Lord gave me because of my obedience to my father. For I never caused grief to Jacob, my father. For all things whatsoever he commanded, I did. And Isaac, the father of my father, blessed me to the king in Israel. And Jacob further blessed me in like manner. And I know that from me shall the kingdom be established.
And from me shall the kingdom be established. That's why Judah is the kings of the tribes. That's why Judah is the kings. Let's go back to the scripture. Put that to the side for a second. Go to Deuteronomy 17 and 17. Deuteronomy 17 and 17. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 17 and 17. Neither shall he multiply wives to him, that his heart turn not away.
Neither that he multiply wives to him, that his heart not turn away. See, when you get a lot of women, it takes over the mind, and you start running after them, and your heart departs from the Most High, because you start to chase them, and you need to please them over the Most High. So he said, don't multiply them. Unless you can keep your heart toward the Most High, don't multiply them. Go ahead.
Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. And it shall be when he sitteth upon the throne of the kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this law in a book out of that which is before the priests, the Levites.
Go ahead.
And it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear the Lord his power, to keep all the words of this law, and these statutes to do them. That his heart be not lifted up above his brethren.
That his heart be not lifted up above his brethren. Because we know when we get money, usually our heart gets lifted up. Money and women usually lift our hearts up and get us thinking that we're better than we are. So this is why he's telling them not to get the big head. Because your heart is going to get turned away from me. Then you're going to exalt yourself over your brethren. We see it happening now. Brothers exalting themselves. It's not wise. Go ahead.
And that he turn not aside from the commandment to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Israel.
So if you follow this and be grounded, when you get a little something or a little acclaim or fame, then you will live long. You will prolong your days and do well in the sight of the Most High. But we're going to go back to women from the get-go and show you. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis 2 and 16.
Genesis 2 and 16. And the Lord power commanded the man, saying, O every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
So if he knowing right, this is a direct commandment. If you eat from this tree, you shall surely die. A direct command saying not to do this. Now what could cause a man to go against the law or what he just received? Jump over to Genesis 3. Start there. 3 and 1.
Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Now notice, the serpent is talking to the woman. The commandment was gave to Adam and not unto Eve. But the serpent knows off the rip, he can't come to the man and have him do it. He noticed. So what he do? He sneak and get to the woman so she can cause him to do it. Go ahead, read.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the power has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
So she know, Adam told her, she know that she not supposed to mess with it. So she been warned and told because she just said it. Go ahead.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For the power doth know that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
So right there she started seeking this wisdom that she shouldn't, she don't need. She started seeking this. He showed her something that it looked good all of a sudden, but she never thought about this before. But since he put that in her head, now she starts seeking something that she ain't really even need nothing to do with. Go ahead.
And when the women saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
And also gave to her husband, which he did eat. Again, he knows that he couldn't have came straight to Adam and made Adam eat it himself. He had to use the woman to cause him to do it. This is what's still happening to this day. Because brothers is weak in the flesh. So many of our so-called leaders, famous people, doctors, whoever it is got money, is weak in the flesh. You put him in that big seat, he gets super weak and women start preying on him and coming out at him. That's why Kobe Bryant fell off and they got him in that Illuminati mess. Same thing with Tiger Woods. Women brought these dudes down. And it still continues to happen. Let's go to Genesis 6.
Genesis 6.
And show you that, Genesis 6 and 1, it show you that the attraction of women is so strong that the angels who were stood by the Most High in heaven, they fell off. So you know a mere mortal man, how hard it is for him